Hello everyone, welcome back to some more modded Pitforge. I've got a lot to do this episode, so much I even made an episode plan on a sticky note. So first things first, I'll tell you what we're doing. I'm going to make a Fortune 3 book, which is going to require making an enchanter from Ender.io so I can get it more easily, and also I'm going to have to somehow get myself some experience, which is going to be interesting, but that's fine. And I'm also going to make a system which takes the ores from here, and the ones that can be mined with fortune, it's going to automatically, using quite a lot of different blocks actually, mine them with fortune 3, and then everything's going to be inputted into my main sorting system. Another thing I'm going to do is make an osmium compressor so I can make an atomic disassembler, which is kind of similar to the bronze paxel, just like an advanced electronic version. But first things first, I'll show you the ridiculous amount of ores I got. I even made a second chest sometime during the week. So if I open it up, just look at this. It's crazy. Look, I'll give you a few highlights. There's like 3 and a bit stacks of diamond. There's like 4 stacks of iron in here. And a stack and a bit of gold. And then over in here, we've got many more stacks of gold. I think we've got a few more diamonds and iron, lots of iron and copper. So yeah, that's just a week's running. I think this is going to get us enough resources, that's for sure. But obviously these need putting into the system, and with things like diamonds and redstone and stuff need to be mined with fortune so we get the most out of them. But first things first, I'm going to upgrade this metallurgic infuser because I feel I'm going to be using it quite a lot, and I made all these into factories, so I'll just quickly make this into a factory if I can remember how. It shouldn't be too hard. I can't remember how though, so let me just try and find basic infusing factory. There we go, like that, and there we go. That's now a factory, so that's good. So I'm going to need to make a thing from Ender.io called an enchanter, because one of the machines in my processing actually requires the Fortune 3 enchanted book to mine it with fortune. So in order to get the Fortune 3 enchanted book, so I can't remember where it is, but I can make it in an enchanter, and an enchanter requires dark steel, which means I have to make an alloy smelter from Ender.io because that seems to be the best way to make it. I mean, it's just obsidian, coal and iron, but I need this alloy smelter, which requires me to make, you know, cauldrons, iron furnaces, just not that hard stuff. So I'm going to start by making myself an alloy smelter and also an enchanter. Right, I'm just finishing planting some sugarcane I found around a pond near my base, but I'm now pretty much ready to make the enchanter. I also killed a squid because I'll need a piece of black ink or whatever you call it, and ow, I hurt because I'm recharging my, what are they called, free runners, my boots in this thing here because they ran out of energy and I started taking fall damage. So if I can find the right slot to put these on, I can get some dark steel out of this alloy smelter I made. And if we go downstairs, I should be able to make an enchanter. So let's turn these sugar canes into paper, and we'll need 2 different books. I apparently had loads of leather, I'm not sure why, but I did, so that's great. Now an enchanter I think was dark steel, and also I need some diamonds. Okay, diamonds are in, not there, they're in here. Cool. And if we go like this, we can make ourselves, nope, I can't remember recipes, I'm sorry. How do I make an enchanter? Enchanter from, nope, not enchanter, enchanter. Okay, there we go, enchanter. Okay, no. Okay, I need to move these 2. There we go, an enchanter from Ender.io. I also had to make a few more of these cables to put this along, but that's fine. There we go, Ender.io enchanter. So that requires a written book. Do I have any feathers on me? And no, of course, why would I have anything useful on me? But I do have, of course, some feathers in here. So book with the squid ink and the feather makes a written book. And we're also going to need emerald and lapis. So I do have a few emeralds and I do have a little bit of lapis. And of course, this is just all my old stuff. I haven't even got anything out of the ores chest yet. So yeah, so here we go. We're going to need lapis and emerald and written book. Now you do need a specific amount, although apparently that is right for Fortune 3. Now I need 27 levels, but don't worry, I have a plan. I'm going to make an automatic Fortune 3 thing, but I can temporarily smash some things manually, like a few of these stacks of redstone for example. And if I do that, I could even use a diamond builder's one, which I'll find, and I'll smash these to get the experience, so then I'll get enough levels for the Fortune 3, and that sounds like an interesting, see, I get loads of levels and useful way to get myself experience. Okay, I think we're done. Redstone was really annoying because the way it turns a different light start means it wasn't working with the builders one, but I mean whatever. But we now have a lot of redstone and a lot of lapis. That took quite a while, and that's the reason why I'm going to be automating this process. And the reason I think it's gone straight to Fortune 3 is because that's the most expensive one, lapis and emerald wise, but you are allowed to choose. But there we go, enchanted book, Fortune 3, and you'll soon see why I need to make that. So I'm going to make at the moment a block placer, so I need to make myself a block placer from, let's see, where is it, cyclic. I need to make myself a mechanical miner from extra utils. I have plenty of these resonating redstone crystals. You get them occasionally when mining redstone, and I just mined a ton of redstone. And I also need to make a hopper and make sure I have some advanced logistical transporters, and you'll see how all those go into operation soon, but I'll just make them first. After a bit of work, I believe I now have all I need, so we're going to build this system. I think I might just build it up on top of this wall because that gives it a bit of height from creepers at least. So for the start, we're going to have an input, which is going to come from the chest on top of there, so that's fine. And then once it's gone to the input, the blocks need to be placed. Now this is just a placer that just continuously places them, and I'll set it to always on. And then this is the tricky part, using mechanical miner. Now I did quite a bit of testing and creative to work this all out and how to get this to work, and with the auto fortune and everything, and this is the way I came up with. I don't know if it's any good or not, but it's what I ended up coming up with. And to stop falling down, I should probably use my jetpack. There we go. Now this is the fancy thing. This miner, you can put an enchanted book, say Fortune 3 in it, and it will break the blocks as if it has Fortune 3, which is the reason why I needed that Fortune 3 thing. And where did my torches go? There, just because I broke a torch, I'll put one on top of there. There we go. And then now from here, the problem I had was these pipes didn't want to pull out of it. I don't know why, they just didn't. So I'm going to use a hopper here instead. Now because that's my plan, because a hopper would pull out of it. So as I said, I did quite a bit of testing and creative in order to make this work, and then we can have these pull out of the hopper. So let's finish setting this up. We're going to have a stupid skelly bum to kill. Okie dokie. Stupid skelly bum, what are you playing at? This stupid jetpack, I just get knocked away from him. I can actually kill things now. There we go. Good. So we're going to have a logistical sorter, because we don't want everything to be sent to be broken. Things like only things that need to be fortuned. So this thing is going to logistically sort for us. So there we go. So things we want to go through the sorting system. I don't quite have my, what is it called? The configurator from Mechanism, which allows me to paint my pipes. It's probably in here then. Yep, it is. Got my configurator. So if I can actually fly out of this hole, there we go. Anything that I want to be fortuned, I will send through here. No, I don't want to do that. There we go. I will send through the dark blue channel. And anything I don't want to be fortuned will simply skip this channel and go over the top. Like so. And I'm going to set the default to dark green, so fortune things won't go this way when there's a backlog or anything like that. And this is going to lead up into our factory. Like so. And I'll put, I think I need to put just a pipe like here maybe to dark green. That might work it, and then I'll get sent along this way. I think, yeah, that should work. And I think I need to set this to be a pull it out of the hopper. Good. I'm not quite sure what I'm doing. I did make some more advanced logistical transporters. I was that prepared at least. So I'm just going to run this down to the input chest over there. Okay, so I've run a pipe down under the ground through to my input chest, and I've also set the filter here to everything that I think does benefit from fortune. But before I connect that up, I want to show you how this works. So it will get a block placed. To say I put a diamond ore in here, it gets placed. It's quite slow, but it's still fine. Then it gets broken, and if we look at when the next one gets broken, we'll see, yep, that got 3 from the 1 ore. So it is using fortune 3. Now if we simply connect this up, it should start sending things to the correct places. Yep, see all these ones which benefit from being broken with fortune will head down there, and everything else will head around here into the main system. So this is quite slow, but so is the miner, so it doesn't really matter all that much. So everything should be going to the correct places, and this should be emptying out as it is. So I do have another chest here, and I could manually transfer it over, or I could be lazy and use a pipe like that, and I could say pull out of there we go. Now I don't have to manually transfer it over. So everything that can be broken with fortune is broken here, and it gets broken with fortune 3, so that means I get way more diamonds and everything like that, and then they head out this pipe here and also head down to the main system. So if we follow the pipe around through here past all the amazingly large amount of items, like wow, there's so many of them because this is a week's worth of items. And I don't actually have a button on this side of the door. Yeah, I actually made a door and everything. It's amazing. That probably surprises you, me actually putting some effort in. There we go, that will do. We press this button, we come out, and this all goes into our input chest here. So most of it will head up in through there, just to be, most of it's going to end up here in this ores chest, which is yeah, let me just break this a second before it starts overflowing. Actually, just stop a second please. There we go. Okay, so I don't want this to overflow, because as you can see this ores chest is full up. So we're going to need to make a chest upgrade. So we need to make a gold chest. There we go, iron to gold. That's gold around a piece of iron. And where's the gold? We'll have way more of it soon, but if we do this, you can see it's still flooding into that chest, so that's going to fill up soon. I don't know if it will just like head round to the extra chest if it is flooded, but normally it's not going to have this massive backlog because it's going to be sorted as it's mined. But this is just an unusual situation. So here's the ores chest, there we go, way more space, and we can probably hook it up again. Actually no, let's upgrade it to a diamond chest. So to make a diamond chest, how do we make a diamond chest? I can't even remember. Gold to diamond, 2 diamonds, a gold, and some glass. Okay, if I have glass it will be in here. I do have glass, and of course I have like loads of diamonds already, and now I'll be getting even more, so that's fine. There we go, a gold, 2 diamonds, and some lovely glass gets us this, and now our ores chest is much bigger. There we go. So this is just the stuff that's not going to be sent through the system, although surely things like gold should be being sent up there, shouldn't they? Let's check this chest up here, see if there's anything wrong with it. Is this chest full? It is. This definitely needs to be an iron chest actually. Why the hell, if that was the problem, why the hell is that not an iron chest? So that's easy fix. I just need some wood. Yeah, normally it's not going to have this backlog. This is just because it hasn't had the sorting system before. There we go, and we'll put a wood to iron chest upgrade there. So hopefully these ores should be sorted properly. I'll send these ores back through system eventually, but there we go, like that. And as you can see, a lot of things are being sent up to be tripled in our smelting system, so that is nice. And everything is now in this chest here, although apparently there are still a few things coming through from the what's it called, from the system I made. So let's just check things like gold here. See, these are like old diamond ores, I guess. I don't know. Oh, maybe the crusher's full. Ah, yeah. So there's still a few modifications I need to make. Like, if that's full, I actually need to give that a better input buffer. But I'll fix that now. I'll make the few fixes I need to do and get back to you. Okay, all fixed up. I've manually taken all the contents of the ores chest back round to here, but the problem was not enough buffers. There's now a buffer here for things to be sent through here, so if I ever get some bulk load, which shouldn't actually happen apart from now. And I upgraded this to an iron chest, so now everything that needs to be smelted goes through here, and everything that needs to be broken with fortune goes through here, and everything will end up downstairs in this amazing sorting system. As you can see, things are just flowing in as I resorted this chest because there were things in it that shouldn't be. Okay, what is with this diamond ore? Why is this diamond ore not where it should be? Or okay, I don't think I've actually sent emerald ore through, but that isn't weird. I will work that out. Okay, I just forgot to add diamond ore and emerald ore to that filter, but if we now look at our chests, we've got so much of everything coming in. It is amazing. I don't know how much all these chests are going to fill up, but I'm just going to quickly make a few more iron to gold chest upgrades just for these ones, which will get filled up, just to make sure they're all not going to fill up when I don't want them to. So this one has a chance of, which has the ingots and the gems and the dust and probably also the coal, all have chances of filling up, and I have one spare, so why not upgrade the cobble chest? There we go, that should be better. Now everything should be able to fit a lot more. Yes, it's like double the size of an iron chest or something ridiculous like that, but things are coming in, so that is a really good thing. Now all these ores which slowly come in from here will end up sorted and stored in our system, and we'll have all the resources to make everything we want. But what about when we're building? Well, at the moment we have a bronze paxel for doing all our breaking, and that's good and all, but it's about to break and it's not very technologically advanced. So you know what I'm going to make? I'm going to make myself an atomic disassembler, which is like a paxel. It's just got more modes and uses energy and is faster, and yeah. So I can make enriched alloy and energy tablets. Atomic alloy requires refined obsidian dust, which I can make using a metallurgic infuser and crusher and stuff. And it also requires reinforced alloy, which is more diamond dust with enriched alloy. But the hard part is the refined obsidian ingot. This needs to be made in an osmium compressor with refined obsidian dust. And you know what I don't have? An osmium compressor. So this needs, as well as things that I've made quite a few times before, it requires, what else does it require? It requires advanced control circuits, which are basic control circuits and enriched alloy. So I'm going to make myself these various components, including this alloys, and I'm going to make the osmium compressor, and I'll get ready to craft an atomic disassembly. Okay, I've got everything I need. So, atomic alloy, which we made in the compressor, the refined obsidian ingot, which is what we needed the osmium compressor thingy for, and we need 4 enriched alloys and an energy tablet, and that gets us a great replacement for a paxel and atomic disassembler. So let's give that a bit of charge, shall we, so it can actually do something and probably hold a decent amount of charge. Yeah, look, it's like draining my battery, nyom nyom nyom. But you know, it's pretty advanced. Okay, now I've got my atomic disassembler. It's got different modes. It's basically an ultimate paxel. So if we shift right click, we can change the mode. So if we start in normal, as you can see, it mines things in a kind of normal way, and of course it mines dirt pretty fast. Now if we go to fast mode, it mines things like an efficiency 5 diamond picks. So obviously it uses more charge while in fast mode. Vein mines an entire vein of ores or an entire tree in one go, because it does trees and everything. Off just doesn't mine things, but it does still damage mobs, because this does like a decent amount of damage. I can't remember how much, but quite a decent amount. And obviously slow mode mines things a bit slower for if you're trying to do precision work. So obviously this is a very useful thing, and looks like there's some coal over there. So if we try out vein mode on this coal, we can vein mine the coal. So isn't that cool? So we now have an ultimate paxel for ourselves and for our general resource collection, we have sorted out this system over here, which is going to mine things for us. And maybe we need some kind of method of collecting XP, because I mean, yeah, you get XP for mining things. So I mean, look at this, just coming over here, there's a massive load of XP just sitting on the ground. But anyway guys, I think we've done a decent amount this episode, and we are well kitted out now to go on adventures. But thank you everyone for watching. I hope you've enjoyed seeing the ridiculous amount of resources I now have, and goodbye!